in the 80s, about 81, my brothers and I were doing we got signed to a record deal. So we were doing some recording for a record deal. And we were in the studio and we were working with another guitarist by the name of Ira Siegel. And I was in the market for a new bass. My friend Ira says, hey, I know some friends that are making basses. You want me to call them up? And I said, yeah. So a guy named Joey Larcella came, and he is Vinny Fodera's partner, even to this day. And he showed up at the studio with 2 basses. And from that day in 1983, he left it with me. He said, just pay me when you get it. And so, of course, the record deal was with Arista Records, big time producer. So Joey knew he was going to get the money. But still, hopefully this doesn't sound mean or racist or anything, but in 83, you know, an unknown black kid in a studio, this guy leaves one of these basses with me, saying, pay me when you get it. That's amazing to me. I'll never forget that. Never forget that. It's amazing. Nobody knew Fodera. Nobody knew me. I mean, you know, now the story's a little different for both of us. But I've had my Fodera. It was a Monarch, it was a 4-string Monarch. It was this shape, but it had a maple on it, maple top. And when I felt the bass, it just felt like me. I mean, wow. I was playing a Series 1 Alembic at the time. I don't know if any bass players know about that. That's a huge instrument. And I was an Alembic fanatic because I'm such a Stanley Clarke fanatic. But he plays a tiny ukulele-sized Alembic. I mean, it's really small, but mine was huge, and I've always been short. And I still can't hit the low F. I mean, you know, that's what I gotta like stretch for. So when I got this Fodera, it was like, whoa, it felt so good. And I couldn't believe that it was mine that day. He left it with me. Wow. It's like, you know, I was in 83, 17, barely 18 years old. You know, so it's like, wow, amazing. And the bass I think cost $900 at that time. Yeah. Different day. So you know, we just kept in touch. And you know, the short story is my status grew and so did theirs, but we did it together. You know, and I own other basses, but more than likely, if you see me playing, it's a Fodera 4-string. I usually play a 4-string. I didn't bring one today. It's at the venue. But the reason I continue supporting them is not because of the instrument. It's because of the people. If they weren't good people, guaranteed I'd be playing a different instrument, as good as it is. Because if I'm going to, I guess I'll use the term endorse somebody or represent someone, especially if there's actually a guy named Fodera, I want to know who that guy is. Like I use Harkey amps, and there's a guy named Larry Harkey. Who's Larry? If Larry was too much of a knucklehead, he is a knucklehead, but he's a fun one. You know, he's a nice guy. He's crazy. But if you know, it's sort of like a relationship, or marriage, or dating someone. You know, the looks is only part of it. So for me, the sound is only part of it. It's who these people are. And Joey and Vinny are just 2 of the greatest people in the world. In the world. And I just love them dearly. You know, and so we've developed an over 30-year relationship now. And now, you know, Fodera is I don't know cars well, but Maserati, Tesla, is that the new thing? They're the Tesla of basses. You know, they're still made by hand. Vinny's still sanding every neck. But man, that love that goes into every grind, you know, the sweat, it comes through. It comes through. There's other good basses out there, and you got to find the one that makes you feel good. Because as you notice, all of them right now on the wall sound the same. You know, they don't make a sound at all. Right? They sound good when you touch it. You know, so it makes sense for you to find the instrument that makes you the most comfortable, so that you can make the music. Right? And I found mine in '83, and I haven't looked back, only forward. So you know, I'm lucky. if you want to call it lucky, that I get offered tons of basses free. People are always showing me things. And people want me to play their instruments, and there's good ones out there. Everybody's making a good bass these days. People have figured it out. They're all good. But you got to find the one that makes you comfortable. You know? And mine is a 4-string Fodera Monarch. Right.